Empire State Building.
All right, what's up? It's Maxwell and Crystal inside of our Z100 Grubhub interview lounge. We are so excited. We've been playing your song nonstop, and now you're finally here, Raye.
Raye is in the building.
Hello. Now, Raye, we have to say we're so juiced, in particular Maxwell, because y'all have a little history.
It's been a while, but I'll have to jog your memory because it's been ages ago where we bumped into each other in Milan with the Chainsmokers backstage, remember? And then we set up a solid Soho House coffee,
chat.
And
he was giving me advice. I was like,
She took none of it and look at where she is. See, you did the right thing, dude. You did the right thing. But from then till now, a whole lot has happened in your heart, in your career, in this album. You pour it all out. So I guess the way to start the combo is how are you feeling?
I am feeling so grateful and overwhelmed, and I just feel like, I'm now an artist of an album, which I've waited a really long time to say. I've been making music for 10 years now, and it's just starting, and I'm really just proud of this moment. I'm taking it in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it still hasn't sunk in yet, really. I'm like, what?
Well, Raye, it feels like so much is happening at once, even though it's been a long journey for you. I've been digging into you and what you've had going on. You had a really tumultuous time at your last label, and it took a lot for you to step back and be like, you know what, I need to do something for me and get into. What was that transition like for you?
It was a wild time. I think, I was with them for 7 years. So it's a long time through my teenage years into womanhood. And I think, becoming an independent artist has definitely been the best thing I've done. I think since I've found my feet again and I'm in control of my career. I get to choose what music I share. This album is untainted. You know what I mean? Yeah, It's been definitely a wild ride, but I'm at the other end of it, and I'm feeling so good and so blessed. Yeah.
It's been like a saying, where it's without the rain, there would be no sunshine. That without the light, having the darkness as its counterpart. To have made it, through that, and to be so vulnerable on this album. How tough was that? That had to have been a difficult, multiple difficult sessions.
No, for sure. I think this album, I wanted to be really honest. And in doing so, you have to really go to those places.
Heck yeah.
Definitely emotional, uncomfortable, and awkward at the worst of times, being so open like that. But I that's the kind of artist I want to be. I like saying things how it is. I'm very honest and direct, I think, in real life anyway.
Heck yeah.
So I want to be like that in my music too. And it's been a real experience. Yeah.
And it's happening here in the States. It's happened globally.
Jeez.
You know what I mean? Let that sink in, yo.
Jeez. Exciting.
I really do resonate when you say that you're so open, because me too, and what I do, sometimes I'm a little too open,
right?
And
Same.
people are like, yo, you need to rattle it back. How do you find that balance of not being so oversharing, where now people in your life are getting involved with things, but also being true to you?
I think it's a balance I'm still working out. I think it's instinct. Some people are more closed, some people are more open. We're all different, and for me, I have to the most important thing to me is authenticity and being honest. I don't want to put out something I don't believe in, or I don't actually feel, or anything sugar coated. So I think that's a lot of the things. Some of the stuff in this album is quite raw, especially with escapism as well. It's it's no holding back. If you was to take the music away and just listen to that song, you'd be like, this is a really sad story. Someone get her and take her home. Do you know what I mean?
It's a true story. It's an honest story. And then you do give us this boom bop, vibe, and you get that instrumentation to it. And you're just like, crap, that's the way that you're utilizing that vehicle to tell this really passionate story. How you said a lot of things about the way that you're feeling, but one of those words, proud. How proud are you to be in this moment, to see the cover art, the album cover art, to see those words plastered all over, but you're standing firmly there?
No, it's nuts. It really is nuts. Like I was saying, it's taken a long time to get to this moment. And I think all of the hardships and all of the ugly things I went through in the past is so important. Otherwise, I wouldn't be who I am and where I am today, and I wouldn't appreciate it. I don't think I would appreciate it the way I do now if it had just happened
For sure.
overnight. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you would be in some of these places because, I mean, you just have had that tenacity. I mean, you've helped write and have been on some of the biggest songs globally. You would have been sitting front row at Coach at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? Next to Ice Spice and Lil Nas. That would have happened. But now that these moments are coming to you at this point in time, like you said, probably got to just be soaking them in a much more appreciative manner.
Yes.
Girl, go ahead.
And as you're doing it, you're also a leading female voice because you are someone that has spoken out so many times about what are issues in the music industry.
Yeah.
You say that you've looked up to and been inspired by Charlie XCX and Emily Sandé because they are women that are producing.
Yeah.
I've heard you say that you want people to say your name. Say my name, my full name. That's why I am here. And I've had those same struggles in this industry. Why is it important for people to say your name?
Well, I mean, I think from my perspective, being a contributor to music and helping a lot of like big dance acts, you know, writing a lot of big songs for them and being the name alongside, I remember like, you know, one of the realest, rawest experiences right at the beginning of my career, you know, with Jax Jones, it was You Don't Know Me, and that song was huge in the UK and in Europe, and
here even.
And like it was, you know, I was listening to the radio, it was like the premiere of the song, and I'm so excited for this moment, and it was like, this is Jax Jones with You Don't Know Me, and then they played the song, and I was like, wait, what? You know, and it's tough, I think, when you're a woman, like really working hard and putting the same amount of work in as any guy, but then just not receiving recognition or credit. It's a tough pill to swallow, and I think that's, for me, what makes this moment for me so beautiful is after 10 years of working my bum off like every day, giving my whole heart, that I'm having success as a solo artist now. And like that's just, you know, a ridiculous feeling. Yeah, and validating, and I feel seen, you know, that's so beautiful.
Well, you touch on the bag too. You've talked about how you're in these rooms writing, but then the producers that are predominantly men and the women that are predominantly writers, the producers are getting a huge cut and the writers aren't.
Yeah. Do you know what? The whole system is so broken, and it's something that I'm going to war about. I don't care. Like, having been a songwriter for so long, you see the ins and outs of how things work, and because it's all behind the scenes, there's no accountability, right?
100%.
But there's just systems in place. For instance, a producer in a room, if the song gets chosen, if it gets cut, that's what we call it. If a song gets chosen to be used by said artist, the producer will get a fee. They'll get paid up front. A songwriter will wait 2.5 years to see their first penny from publishing, because publishers have got all their money in a bank account collecting interest. The system is rigged against creatives and talented people. You know, I know people have contributed to top 10s on a Billboard and can't even pay rent. What is that? Like, that's sickening, and it's wrong. And the funny thing is, these big corporations are like, we're not changing anything, la 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 la. But things have to change, and it starts with awareness and noise, and I'll make it. Well, with people passionate to see change, like, and I am ravenous for it.
I can feel it. I know it. To turn away from those situations would be easy, but to, you know, head face first into the fire, that's the difficult part. But it's always that person who is willing to do that is speaking with the most authenticity, whose music is really connecting on a deeper level. And when those wins start to happen, it means that much more. And for you to take that first step and to have this banger of chapter after chapter, story after story, and sharing these messages, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. And I mean, that's just real talk. And just thank you for being willing to step out and do that, and to be that person, to find that in yourself.
Thank you. I'm just honored to be here, guys. C100, jeez.
I know, right? and it is getting heavy, because you talk about so many important things and bringing awareness. Ice Cream Man.
Yeah.
You've mentioned that 1 in 4 people get sexually abused in one way or another. I think the stats go up. I think it's way more than that.
Yeah.
People in this room alone.
Yeah.
why are you so compelled to like be so vulnerable about that and share that? Because you really connect with so many more people than you know with music like that.
You know, I think it's such a bittersweet song, and it's one that, you know, I don't find it easy to sing. I think some moments I'm really proud of myself, and some moments I'm like, goodness me, this is tough. Like, I think again, music is a safe space. It is a powerful thing, and you know, music is bigger than just heartbreak. You know, obviously that's the substandard, you know, go to as a writer, but there is so much painful things we experience that we feel, or I even felt uncomfortable to put in a song so viscerally, and I really wanted to be loud in my safe space inside of a song, you know, as tough as it is, that honesty for me is medicine, you know.
Yeah.
It is medicine, that when I really need to hear that song, I'll play it and I will feel everything I need to feel inside of it. And I've had so many touching, deep messages from so many people, and just to hear the song is inspiring people to open up and talk to someone is you know, I can't even explain that feeling.
You're doing work that's bigger than you, and you've tapped into that now, and it's been a journey, but you've reached this point in that journey to where you are so self-aware, clear-minded, clear-hearted, and we're just reaping the benefits of being able to connect to it because you were brave enough to be that one that we can turn on the songs and say thank you, that there is, to know that there's someone who is feeling that way. You're doing the damn thing.
Thank you.
That's really
And
that's
you're
what it is.
doing it with a rebellious sound. You said this, that you wanted to make a record that was against everything that what they've been telling you to do, which is so cool because you actually hear it. It's not like anything that we've heard before. And I know you've been writing for a very long time, but when you're writing things like this and putting like things like this together, people are gonna tell you no. So like, what inside of you? Like, who is it? Who's that person? Or what's that person inside of you saying like, no, I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. I don't care.
I think it's exactly that. You know, I think I've always hated rules, and I think like within music, it excites me to like want to push boundaries or not necessarily like fit to formula. You know, I think even the song's like 4 minutes 30 seconds. There's like a key change. There's like so many musical breaks and differences, but it excites me. Like at the end of the day, it all comes down to like passion and love, and I love that song, and I don't care. At the time, my mind space is that I don't care that it doesn't fit in anything. Like I just love it and I want to share it, you know.
It's you.
Yeah. Like
It's
yeah.
you. Let's stay while we're, because we can sit here and we can chat forever. But let's stay on the fact that today is Valentine's Day, and gonna make a little bit of a pivot, and we're gonna stay on the word love. And don't know if anybody has heard of we're gonna do love in the 21st century now. This Chat GPT situation that's taken over the AI, where you can just type in a question, it gives you anything and everything. We decided to write some Chat GPT love letters, Raye. And on this Valentine's Day, these are just, you type in there, give us a nice little love letter to send to a Valentine. And this is what the artificial intelligence has told us. These are Chat GPT love letters with Raye. Happy Valentine's Day. Go for it. Number 1.
My heart beats faster when you're near. Your smile brings joy. Your touch, good cheer. With every breath I take, I feel the love I have for you is real.
Written like a true
Okay,
computer.
that
Written
was
like a
not
true
bad.
computer.
I thought it was going to be a little worse.
true
Not going to lie to you. They know what they're doing.
ChatGPT love letters with Raye. What do we have, my dear?
Poem number 2 from ChatGPT. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm so glad you swiped right while sitting in the loo.
There you go.
Not one of their best work.
Yeah, not really. But have you been on an app while sitting?
Do you call a loo a toilet?
No, that's just what it. That's how. That's
never
what it
In
is.
the UK, we say the loo.
That is just normally, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Have you been on an app while sitting there on the toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. So the Chat GPT was right. You
Yeah.
see what
Well,
I'm saying?
no, wait, not on a dating app. No, but I'll be like doing stuff.
Okay, I have. I definitely swiped on there, but TMI, my bad.
Our final Chat GPT love letter. with Raye. Go for it.
Poem number 3 on ChatGPT. My heart skips a beat when I think of you and me. Your eyes, your bum, and all your little bits. The joy I feel is high def. Might I say it's in 3D? I want it to last long, like when Z is commercial free.
We are. Yeah.
A robot didn't write that one.
Oh my goodness, that was great, Raye. Oh my gosh! Before we go, you're here in New York City for Stephen Colbert.
Yes.
How was that? How are you doing? How you feeling?
Yes. Like, it's my first American TV performance. Like, so it's nuts. I was so nervous. I started on the piano and then halfway in stood up and then did the rest of the song.
Yeah.
And then Sheikh come and done it with me as well. I was just praying I didn't mess it up, and I had to change some of the swear words out for new lyrics, which was really hard because I'm so used to the other. It's different to bleep it out, but to change lyrics, I was like, yeah, it was a lot, but I hope it went good. I hope it sounds good.
Cannot wait.
Come on.
And Raye, yes, your debut album tour sold out quicker in the U.S. than the UK.
I know. What's that about?
You tell us.
See you.
nuts.
Welcome here.
us.
We needed it. That's what it is. Come on.
It's nuts. I can't believe it, and it's just around the corner as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got a really special show planned.
You found a way to
I'm
reserve
very
a few
excited.
tickets for some friends, though, right? I mean,
Yeah, no, definitely.
Cool.
Definitely. Yes.
And what are we gonna see on stage? Do you have some like dancer stuff? Or are you just gonna be raw on the mic? Like, what is your vibe gonna be for you?
I'm bringing the band. I've got like a costumes and some themes in mind, and I've got just a really special show planned. I don't want to give too much away, but it's gonna be raw and it's gonna be honest, and I want to like delve inside of the lyrics of this music and really bring it home and alive on stage. It's gonna be real.
And it's gonna be here in New York. You were just saying that you love it here. Why do you love New York so much?
It's just, it feels like a home away from home. It's kind of similar to London in many ways, apart from the fact you lot is 24 hours, which is lit. Like, I love that.
Yeah, we stay cracking.
Yeah, you lot are vibing at all hours, and I love it. You guys get proper seasons, like. You know what I mean? Like, you get actual hot summers and actual snow in the winter. Yeah. We just have slushy, rainy, grey,
it wasn't a vibe.
like
when I was
70%
just there
of the year.
it was not
It's
a
so
vibe.
miserable.
It's so,
I swear, if the weather was on, London would be so fire. But
You'd be wearing your hot pants in the summer everywhere.
You know what I mean?
Listen, it's been you in the works, and you found this sound. You found this. You found this, Raye, and thank you for being willing to go there, for being willing to share these stories, for being you and doing the work that it took to get to this point. Because from here and having this be another foundation, a stronger, more solid foundation, we are in for so much more of your music.
And we are saying your name, Raye.
Girl,
we are saying your name.
One more time, it's
Congratulations.
Raye.
Thank you.
Grubhub interview lounge. There we go.
From the top of the Empire State Building.
Z100.